Alright, my mates, welcome back to another video. Oh, Need for Speed 2015 on the PC. So yes, today we're going to do a BMW build that was requested from Zipnix. And he requested that we would do a BMW build, so I thought, why not do the E30 M3? I thought I was gonna do this sooner or later anyway, so let's buy this, and I'm probably gonna make it into a drift build. And we're gonna see if it's good. We have no clue if it's gonna be good. I have not driven this yet, but I think we should start off by driving it in stock, just completely stock as a start. We're just gonna turn off adjustability and also manual gears, and then yeah, let's see what it's like. So here we are in the M3. So let's do a bit of a 0 to 60. Zero to 100, sorry. That was extremely slow, and this is an M car. I didn't actually expect it to be that slow. This is like extremely slow. So will it actually drift a little bit, even though it's this slow? Alright, I think that's good enough of an impression for now, so let's get it back to the garage. So yeah, it only has 217 horsepower, which is more than the BRZ, and I think the BRZ is even faster, which is interesting. I guess it's, yeah, the BRZ is just so light, but this thing is also light. I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm gonna start with actually upgrading it, because why the freak not? So I don't think it's gonna be like 1000 horsepower, because this thing is really light, though it is looking pretty promising here. So the tires, let's do extreme drift, because we're gonna see if we can make this a drift car. I don't know if it's extreme drift is recommended, but why the freak not? So here we go. Now we only have the forced induction left, so let's put that on. And we're gonna get over 1000 horsepower on an M3 that weighs like 2 kilos. So let's put this in 1025 horsepower. So let's now do the visual customization. So let's start off with the hood. Actually, let's see. Does this thing have any body kits? It does. I don't know if I like it though, but let's see the front bumpers. Let's not put it on a body kit this time, just because I don't want to do that. Actually, we don't really have any customization options on this, so maybe we should. And so just because of that, I'm not gonna put on a wide body kit because that's boring. So I think this front splitter looks very nice, and then let's put that on, I guess, because when you're putting on a body kit, you're just putting on the body kit and then you're done. Let's put this on, I guess. It's kind of the same on all cars, but why not? And I would keep the hood stock, but let's just put those vents in to make it look a little bit different. And then the mirrors. What kind of mirrors is that? And the wing. Yeah, I think the stock wing looks the best. What kind of crap is that? Is that a lip spoiler on a wing? No thanks. Now the exhaust. I would put on something like that, but I never put these on. These extremos. Just let's do that. That looks... I'll never do that in real life, but let's put that on. And these rims are beautiful stock. But this is Need for Speed. You will change the rims. We're gonna put these on. They're similar to stock, which is why I'm gonna choose them. So now that's the actual parts. I'm actually gonna put on one of my wraps that I have. This one. Let's see what it looks like. Is it gonna work? There we go. So I'm just gonna move these a little bit. So there we go. That did not turn out as good on as the original wrap. Look at this wrap. To think we're actually done with the car. It looks extremely good. Yeah. So I think we're gonna put it to the test. First up, we're going to tune the thing. So I'm just gonna put like an insane drift tune on this. So I don't know how this is gonna be, but we are gonna see how it's gonna be. So we've put quite a bit of a drift tune on it, so let's put it to the test. Okay. Definitely louder now, but this is not what this is about. Okay, it definitely wants to drift. I don't know if that was a very good impression as the first one. Okay, this... So it really doesn't want to slide, it seems like. I think we need to put this in an event to actually see what this is like, because this is a very weird first experience with this car, because it feels... Yeah, it doesn't feel like you put that much of a drift tune on it. It feels like it kind of wants to grip up, which is very odd. Okay. So, I'm putting it into drift maximum attack, and that is just to kind of compare and see what kind of scores we can get compared to, like, because in this event, I mean, everyone is gonna use the Hurricane, we all know that. But can this somewhat compete? So this thing, I'm obviously not used to it, so I'm not gonna be able to get anything, but okay, but there's just something about it that makes it very hard to predict. Okay, so it has that problem. It doesn't really wanna get back. And the more I think about it, it might just be the thing about like bringing it back from. When I say that, I'm meaning, you know, from getting from like a drift to getting the car straight again. There. I think it's like all-wheel drive cars does that the best, which is, you know, that's how it should be. Like all-wheel drive cars are just superior when it comes to sliding in real life and in games. I mean, this is rear-wheel drive, obviously, but it seems to at least, like, you can drift with it. Look at this. But it's definitely not something you'd put in this event and try to get a high score. Like, I'm usually at like 400k here, and this thing, yeah, this is not a drift car, because sometimes it's hard to bring it back from a drift, and sometimes it's difficult to even get it into a proper slide. It just, yeah, it doesn't really want to keep sliding sometimes. Here we go. Alright, so I think we've realized now that this is not the car to do the high scores in. But there's no denying that this thing looks amazing. I think we're gonna make this, like, see if we can put it into a circuit race or a sprint race or what the frick ever. So I think we're still gonna have the 0-inch wide, even though that's towards drift. I think it just works better for racing, because you want your car to be responsive when going through corners. So I think we're gonna have driftability assist on, because that works best for circuit racing, and then we should move the tire pressures to there. Differential, let's put it to there. Yeah, let's just stick with this, see what happens. Let's put it into a speedless event, mixed. And now it's time when I'm gonna wait 5 years. So we're now in, okay, it's a drift event. Well, I'm probably gonna kind of cut away most of this, but we're gonna see at least how much drift we can get. I mean, I put away my drift tune, so... But the fact that this thing doesn't wanna drift or like get into slides can be a very good thing for racing, because sometimes when you are trying to get through a corner, you just wanna tap the handbrake, but then you are drifting a little too much. Then it could be very good if you don't drift too much, like with this car. But the funny part is that these people are so bad that they aren't even winning over me. Like, I'm not even able to keep up like through that entire tunnel with one drift. It's actually painful to do this because of how badly this car is performing in this drift event, and I'm still winning. Oh, there we go. I was actually able to keep the whole slide through the entire tunnel. So we came first place in this drift event. Now the big question: will we be able to perform well in a circuit race or sprint race or whatever the next event is? We'll find out. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work. Here we go. So this might not be like too many turns in this race. It might just be a lot of straight line racing, which is not. Oh, I thought I just messed up my whole chance of winning there. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we're first place. That's good. Yeah, so going through these corners, let's see, here we go. Ooh, check that out. Took that corner very well. Oh, let's see this corner. It understeers when you want it to drift. So maybe we could fix that with a tune. But look at that. When you just wanna get through a corner, just tap the handbrake and you can do so. So I don't know where everyone else went. That's besides the point. This thing does seem to be a very good race car. Just racing. And I have completely messed that up. Maybe I could have gone the other way. If so, then I'm gonna feel like a complete idiot. There we go. So it does seem like it wants to oversteer a little bit sometimes, even though you're not really tapping the handbrake or anything. So that's good, because sometimes you want a little bit of oversteer. So let's see about this. Yeah, I could have done that better, but as you can see, it does, like, you can make it slide a little bit, and then when you're done with your slide, it's just gonna straighten up again. And that's very good for racing. And I find that if you turn on drift stability, that's when you will be able to achieve that. So make sure that you have drift stability on when you do, if you want this type of tune, because that's really where it is at. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good ending to this episode. We found out that this thing is not so great at drifting, but it can be very good at circuit races and sprint races and all that fun stuff. So if you want to see the last episode of me trying out the SILVIA S15, we found out what that thing was good at. And if you haven't seen that episode, you will be able to click a link at the end, an annotation link at the end of this video. But with that said, I think we've done a pretty successful episode. In these videos, we're always out to see what these cars are good at and if they're good at all. And in this end, we've found out that it is. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you can leave a like, show that you liked it, and subscribe to see more of my videos. Yes, thanks for watching. My name is SkiStam, and I'll see you in my next video.